What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am here at Rider's Choice with the truck. Maybe asking and wondering why am I here at a motorcycle shop with the truck. We got no bike back here. I got my little snowblower back here, my pressure washer and my bucket to wash my soap and my ramps for my snowblower when I take that down, and a shovel over there to get some side money hustle stuff in here. But I am here with the truck because I had to pick up a very special part for my CBR battery that Bela here at Rider's Choice saved me with. Bela is the guy that runs Rider's Choice. He is the guy that gets my first call, gets my business all the time, because the customer service here at Rider's Choice, especially for me, and I can attest to this, is very good. He definitely just hooked me up with 2 battery nuts and the screw for something that I really needed, and that is a pain in the butt for this CBR bike that I have. So he definitely always gets my first call, gets my business all the time. This is always where I bring my bikes, as you guys know. Been bringing my first bike here, which was that Gixxer 750, the purple bike, and the Gixxer 1100, the blue and white bike that I had. Those 2 bikes, I've always brought those here. Brought the CBR here, you guys know. I had it sitting right there the other day, not the other day, but the other video that I first said that they were doing some work on, and then there was bikes lined up right here, and then that cool looking R6 that was sitting right there. But this is where I bring my bike all the time if I have any problems. I always know that if I bring my bike here, it's getting fixed within a week. That's just very good customer service that they have. They're always here working on bikes. Himself, Bela, he's usually the one working on most of the bikes and doing all the harder stuff, or the stuff that he knows in his mind of what to do. And I can tell you this, with all 3 of the bikes that I have, those 2 older Gixxers and the CBR, with the 750, you guys know that was having a problem when I first got it. Well, not when I first got it, I want to say maybe 3 months down the road. He fixed some issues with that bike. I had a definitely one with the 750 with the oil pan, or the oil pan drain bolt. It was kind of stripped out a little bit. He really used some knowledge there and helped me out with that, fixed that for me. It still had a very small, slight drip, but it's not like it was when after that 3 months when I first had it. And it was dripping pretty good. So, and he helped me out with that, fixed that for me. With the 1100, you know, guys, that we were having that clutch cable or clutch lever issue where the bike wouldn't start. Pull the clutch in, bike was in neutral, press the start button, nothing. Wasn't the battery, wasn't anything electrical, but it was that lever switch, that safety switch, and he figured that out. He said he's worked on tons of those Gixxer bikes, and those just happened to go out. I didn't know that. Brought it here, he had it fixed in 2 days. Very good customer service here, very good work. I back these guys up 100%. Again, I always bring my stuff here, it always gets fixed. If anything else goes wrong, I'm right back here or on the phone saying, hey, what are you guys looking like as far as open days? Where can I bring my bike back up here? And I bring it up here, it gets fixed within a week, if not a week and 2 days, maybe tops. So they get bikes in and out of here. So that's a really good thing when you're looking for shops. So all of you Cleveland guys who are going to some of these backyard guys, understand, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna agree with this, that turnaround can be pretty lengthy. I'm talking about like a month, 2 months, 3 months even sometimes. Like you guys know, I've been riding with some different people and meeting some different people this year, or this past year, 2020, for that riding season. But for that, there was tons of guys saying like they can't even get out and ride because their bike is at some guy's garage that their bike hasn't even gotten touched yet. And I know why you guys are going there, because you're getting a better price than other big shops that do the same work that you want done, but they're charging you a lot more. But here at Rider's Choice, I promise you, they're not gonna overcharge you. Like, I've been bringing my bikes here for years. They have very good pricing. I mean, like, Very good pricing. They're almost to that point of your backyard guy, almost. Yes, they have a shop to run, so it's going to be a little bit more. They got electric bill to pay, heat to pay, blah, blah, blah. They get parts shipped in here for you to fix your bike or whatever the situation may be, so they got to ask for a little bit more, and you guys got to understand that. But that turnaround, like I said, I'm getting my bike back within a week or a week and 2 days tops, and that's if it's a bigger problem. The last thing I got done here was my chain and sprockets, and that took them 4 days to do. They had to order my front sprocket, and that's the only reason why it took 4 days. I would have got it back in 2 actually, but I got a call saying they had to order my front sprocket for the CBR, so that took an additional 2 days, for the 1 day for them to get it shipped here, and then another half a day for them to put it on the bike and give me a call back. And they, as you guys know and saw that in that video, I picked it up on my lunch break, so that was really nice. But I'm not gonna make this part too long because I still gotta take you guys home and show you why I'm here and what part I picked up, which is a very important part and very frustrating part as well for this CBR battery. But I'll explain all that when we get home. But again, guys, I promise you, if you got any problems with your bikes, bring them to Riders Choice. They'll get you in and out. Very good pricing here, very good customer service. You guys know how I am on customer service, especially with all those Rick Roush videos. You guys know how keen I am, on that customer service type of stuff. So customer service is good here. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. If they can't fix something on your bike, they'll let you know. But 9 times out of 10, your bike's gonna get fixed if you bring it here. I promise you. And that's just me as a YouTuber telling you guys the honest truth. So I'm gonna get home, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm gonna do a transition here. I will see you guys back at home to show you the part that I picked up here for the CBR. See you guys. And just like that, we are at my apartment inside, all nice and cozy, out of the winter elements, away from the cold, no cold runny noses to deal with. But I wanted to show you guys what's going on, why I had to go to Riders Choice to pick up a part with the truck, and why I wasn't there with the bike. Obviously it's winter time, the bike is winterized. I had a buddy of mine message me about he has some questions about his battery and how to keep his battery charged up, but he lives in an apartment and he doesn't have access to an outlet. So I said, lucky for him, I live in an apartment as well, and I already had my battery up here charging and on its charger / maintainer. So I actually took it out, or took it down to the garage where I started that video off and showed you guys the battery inside the bike. But what I didn't tell you was something happened. Of course, with that CBR, something else is gonna happen with that bike. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Go back and watch all those videos of what's going on with this bike ever since I got it from Rick Roush. But they are a part in this video today as well for actually saving me after my buddy, the buddy of mine at Riders Choice, Bela, who saved me in the first place and who I'll always give my business to first. He has very good customer service. I said that previously in this video, and that whole 5-7 minutes that I was talking to you guys about him and his shop, and the guys there at Riders Choice that do good work there for a very good price. But let's go over here to my farmhouse table where my battery is sitting, so I can show you guys what is going on and what happened when I was making that video for my buddy. So let me set you guys up here on the tripod. So here is the battery that I use in my CBR 1000 Repsol bike. It is a Power PS Sonic Super Sport Series with the number PTZ7S. Now, this battery is a good battery. The only issue that I have with this battery are the terminal size holes, and that on all batteries, I know this is on all batteries, the opening right here in the CBRs, especially my 2015 CBR 1000, the battery sits in the bike just like this. It's at an angle. Obviously it's a sport bike, so it's going to be at a down slope angle like this. So that's for the tilt going this way. So this is how the battery sits in my CBR, just like this. So I'll turn it this way to show you guys what I'm talking about here. The whole spiel is going to be about this little stupid nut right here. This thing is very easy to lose in a CBR 1000, and especially the 2015 and that kind of generation of CBR 1000s. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about if you've had this happen to you before, where you lost this little thing. It is so hard to find. I went to 3 different Advanced Autos, 2 different O'Reillys, and 4 AutoZones looking for this. None of those guys have it. Then I finally hit up my buddy Bela, and he said he thought for sure that he had some, and of course he did, thankfully. And then I hit up Rick Roush as well, and they had 1 set, and that was just because it was an extra set that they had laying around. So I got really lucky. But going back to the battery here, the battery is sitting like this. So I still got my down slope, but I'm just turning it this way so you guys can see the picture better for the video purposes and sake. But this little piece right here is such a pain that it's in here like this, and you screw it. Your screw is on this top part, okay? So your terminals, your wiring is going on the top of this part, and you screw it down. Your negative is going on the top here, and then you screw it down. So when I went to take off my screw here, since the bike is at a slope going this way, this little piece fell right out. Of course, it's not going to fall out right now. Why would it? I'm videotaping. That always happens to YouTubers when you try to recreate something and then it doesn't work out how you just did it, how it happened, and then you get on video and try to do it again and recreate it, and then it doesn't happen. But it fell out just like that. All right, there's no stopper on this side of the battery. The stopper is obviously on the inner sides, which makes sense. But since this battery is at a slope like this, when you go to take out this nut for either side, but it's more so this negative side for the CBR 1000s, this little nut right here fell off or fell down into the bike on me. And I took a magnet. I even went as far as taking my little handheld car and boat Dyson vacuum and stuck it down in there trying to suck this piece up. Have no idea where it is. It's still down there in my CBR 1000 right now as we speak. I have no idea where this little piece fell. And to go find this piece, like I just said, it took so much time. Guys, it's not out there. Some of you guys are maybe thinking, you bike guys, okay, well, those really aren't too hard to find. But this is a different size. Like, these screws are a different size for this particular battery. For some reason, they use a different hole sizing and different screw sizing and different nut sizing to go into this smaller type of battery. I know some of you guys' batteries are just a little bit bigger and wider than this. So I actually have a smaller-ish battery to fit inside the CBRs, or the specific CBR model that I have. But to find this thing, or even a screw, you could probably find a screw this size, sorry, was off camera for a second. You could probably find a screw this size at Home Depot. I forgot to mention that as well. I went to Home Depot looking for this as well, because that's one of the guys at O'Reilly's told me to try Home Depot or Lowe's. So I went to Home Depot and Lowe's as well, looking for this specifically, because this is the piece that fell off on me. I still had still have the screw that went to my negative side, but this thing fell off or fell down into the bike on me. So again, I was in there with my magnet, trying to wiggle my magnet around, hoping to God that I'd finally find it and it would latch on to the magnet and I'd be able to slowly pull it back up, but never found it. Even when as far as, again, taking my Dyson little handheld vacuum and sticking it down there trying to find it and suck it up, and then hopefully get it that way, but no luck. So had to go out and try and look for this thing. I finally called Rick Roush, and then I called Rider's Choice, my buddy Bela, who has now saved me, guys, because he sent me a pair in this little piece of paper right here so it wouldn't get wet. Set it out for me. But this is what I was picking up. I actually got these that I was just showing you from Rick Roush. But this is the same set that Bela gave me. So Bela, if you ever watched this video, thank you very much. You saved me. This is the exact same size and what I need. He said he was pretty sure this is exactly what I was gonna need. I told him what kind of battery I had. And he was like, yeah, I think I pretty much know what you're talking about and got what you need. So he set these out for me. I went and picked them up and came home, started making the video for you guys, but tried these beforehand, this nut and bolt combination inside the battery, and it worked, thank God. So now I have an extra set of these, so in case that this thing ever falls down again on me, I have another set to go and put another piece in here. But what I'm gonna do next time is I'm gonna have my magnet ready. So if I have to take this battery out of my CBR again, which probably I will have to the next winterizing period for 2021, I have to take it off again and bring it up here to set it up on my charger maintainer. But I'll probably have my screwdriver going and holding that magnet, so that once this battery is in here and I'm unscrewing and this thing goes in here, and once I get that screw out, I know it's gonna fall, so I'm gonna have my magnet ready and kind of sitting right here and ready to catch it as soon as it falls. But guys, this thing has been a pain. This little thing can cause so much trouble. And what I didn't want to do was go out and buy another battery just to get this little, I want to say, I'll just estimate 70 cents nut. I would have had to go out and buy another battery just to get another screw and nut like this. That's what I didn't want to do, is get this. 70 cents. If Rider's Choice didn't have it, if Rick Roush didn't have it, I would have had to buy a brand new battery and spend over $100 or $80 or close to that, somewhere around there, just to get this little stupid nut. But that's my little spiel, guys. So again, Rider's Choice, that's where I went. He saved me. Then went to Rick Roush. They called me a day later, and I went to go pick up another set, and all they had was literally this one set sitting around, because they just took it out of a pack of a new battery, or they actually put the battery in somebody else's bike, but they just had an extra pack of these nuts and bolts just laying around from that new battery that they just reused that person's old screws. So thankfully, my fingers were crossed, hoping that when I was going there, hoping that it was the right size. But I brought the battery in there as well, just to match it up with the sizing, and it was finally correct, and it was correct, so thank God there. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you my experience with this Power PS Sonic Super Sport Series battery. The holes definitely are smaller and different, which make the nuts on these things smaller and different. And for these CBRs, these 2000, I want to say 10 or 09 to 2000, I want to maybe 18s, I don't know. These batteries that go in here and are slanted like this, be careful with these nuts inside of your batteries, because on that negative spot especially, make sure you got a magnet ready to catch that. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.